Are spam phone calls eating up your Google Ads budget? If you are tired of getting irrelevant phone calls, there might be specific reasons why it might be happening. In this video, I'll break down why you can get spam phone calls in Google Ads and how to reduce them while attracting real and high quality phone calls. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're getting spam phone calls, there are some things you might be doing and which might bring you spam phone calls, because I've done those mistakes in the past, and I'm going to list the potential reasons why you are getting spam phone calls, and you should be doing one of those. So there can be different types of spam phone calls. The spam phone calls can be people may just call to your business and they may just hang up immediately. So the duration of that phone call might be 0 second or up to 5 seconds. And there can be another type of phone calls, and they may just call to your business and the duration of the phone call can be like 15-20 seconds. And I'm going to show you how the real working campaign should bring phone calls. So we're going to open that and we're going to go to here. And if you're going to go to the phone calls of this account, I'm going to see the call details, and you can see which kind of phone calls we're getting. So we can see the last 30 days. And as you can see, the duration of the calls are, let's say, more than 3 minutes, close to 1 minute, around 2 minutes. And this is not a real call. So it is missed call, by the way. As you can see, that might be real phone call, but it is a missed call. So the business didn't pick up the phone. And you can see that as well. Whenever they answer the phone is most likely high quality. If it's 7 seconds, that's not a high quality phone call. But as you can see, most of them are high quality. So if you're gonna filter that, the duration, let's say more than 20 seconds. Out of 175, 154 phone calls are real, which is more than 20 seconds. And that's how the real campaign should look like. But if you're getting spam phone calls, most of the phone calls you're getting, let's say 80% or close to 90% of the phone calls should be the opposite. Most of the phone calls you're getting should be less than 20 seconds, and you shouldn't be getting phone calls like this. So what is the solution? What kind of mistakes you're doing and you're getting spam phone calls? Let's go through them. A quick reminder, if you want my free video on how I doubled my phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send it to you right away. Firstly, you might be using wrong match types. So there are 3 match types: broad match, phrase match, and exact match types. And whenever somebody creates a campaign, or if they've just created their Google Ads account, Google Ads may automatically use default option. And you may not know that, and you might be using broad match types. And broad match types can bring you lots of irrelevant clicks, and people might be searching for one term and it might be completely irrelevant or slightly relevant to your service. And that doesn't mean people are interested in your service. And broad match types can also attract lots of competitor terms, which means people are searching for your competitors and your ads can appear. And then they can call to your business. And for example, if somebody pick up the phone and answer, this is this and this company, and they just hang up because they've just listened, it's a different company, and they just hang up. And it's a real person who is hanging up. But there can also be scenarios, those can be bots or malicious clicks. We're going to talk about them as well. And for the new campaigns and for the businesses with less budget, they should not be using broad match types at all. But if you have a big budget, you can consider broad match type as a test. But if you have medium budget or small budget, you shouldn't use broad match type. So you shouldn't be using broad match type and try to use phrase or exact match types. The second mistake you might be making is you're using call extensions. So if you're using call extensions, we can just go there and click on assets and click on call. These are the call extensions we are using. And if you're using call extensions, for example, people may search for something and they may not have enough time to read your headlines and descriptions, and they will just call directly from your ad because that's the easiest thing to do, right? They're gonna just search on Google and they're gonna click on the call button. And that term they're looking for on Google might not be the types of services you're offering. So call extensions can also attract irrelevant calls as well. So most likely they might be looking for your other competitors, and they may not have time to read your headlines and descriptions, and they may not know your business name. So it can happen mostly in combination with broad match types. So people may use irrelevant terms, and if they see a call button on any one of the ads, they can just click call button and they can call to your business. And sometimes it can also happen with phrase match keywords as well. because phrase match keywords can also attract competitive terms, but it may not happen all the time in all industries, but for some industries it can happen. If the industry is very competitive, sometimes it can happen as well. So phrase match types of keywords, if used with call extensions, can also attract competitive terms. So you should be really careful when using call extensions, and call extensions sometimes can bring irrelevant terms. So you should analyze the phone calls, whether you are getting them directly from the ads or your landing pages. And you can analyze the quality of the calls you're getting. And the next thing is you're not using negative keywords. So if you're gonna go to the campaign section and we're gonna go to audience, keywords, and content, we're gonna click on keywords. And from here, we can see the list of keywords we're targeting. And from here, we're gonna see the list of negative keywords. So you should have lots of negative keywords added here. And this can exclude irrelevant terms or terms that might be used in the future and that can save you a lot of money. So if possible, add lots of irrelevant terms here, and you should add them right from the start. So you need to go to tools, and under planning, go to keyword planner and add your target keyword there, and find the types of keywords which is not relevant to your business and add them as a negative keyword here, and try to add them as an exact match or phrase match, and be careful about adding the negative keywords as broad match. And once you've added them, it can improve the quality of the clicks you're getting. If the quality of the clicks you're getting are high quality, it can help you attract right kind of users to your website, or high intent users can see your ad, and there is a high chance you're going to get phone calls or high quality phone calls to your business from those keywords. So negative keywords can help you first save you a ton of money and save your budget, and next they can also help you attract high quality customers by mainly focusing on high quality keywords. The next potential reason could be you're getting clicks, and those clicks might be done by your competitors. So some of your competitors might be clicking your ad and they may not be answering the call, but that kind of calls may be rare. Even if that happens, Google Ads has its own filtering system, because I have done lots of research about that topic myself, because I have done lots of click fraud softwares, and I would not recommend anyone to use them because it can negatively affect your campaigns. It can do more harm than good because it tries to block the IP of those kind of users. And if there is a person who is clicking from one IP, they can also click from another IP as well. So there can be hundreds of thousands of IPs, and you can just reduce the search volume of your campaigns, and it can do more harm than good. And your search volume can drop, and the number of real phone calls you're getting can also drop as well. So it happened with my real campaigns as well, and I have stopped them and I recreated my campaigns, and the results improved after that. So I would not recommend using any click fraud softwares, or you shouldn't think that your competitors are clicking your ad and they're wasting lots of your budget. Google Ads has its own filtering system, and with filtering, it can remove those kind of suspicious clicks after several days. So it can happen after around 1 or 2 weeks. And I also made an experiment myself. So we got 8 clicks from one competitor in one day, and if I check that particular search term, which we have lost a lot of money, after several months, that click turned into impressions. And Google has removed that as a click, and we didn't lose any money from that click. So in that case, if you think you are getting clicks from your competitors or there might be click fraud happening, I would not recommend you to use any click fraud software, or don't think that your competitors are clicking your ad and you need to block your competitors. You can add your competitor names as negative keywords like this, but I would not recommend adding their IP addresses and blocking them, because that can do more harm than good. And another biggest reason why you are getting spam phone calls could be you are running display campaigns. So display campaigns can bring lots of spam phone calls. It is expected because it can attract bots as well. So it can attract clicks that may look like a phone call, and the quality of the phone calls can be really bad. So I've run lots of display campaigns as well in the past. And if you are running display ads, I would recommend you to stop running display ads, because display ads can bring you low quality and spam phone calls. And the next biggest reason relates to the previous reason. You might also be running performance max campaigns. Performance max campaigns can also equally bring you spam phone calls like display campaigns. If you're okay to get lots of spam phone calls as well as real phone calls, you need to be running performance max campaigns. Otherwise, if you want to only get real phone calls, you should not expect that from performance max campaigns, because performance max campaigns can also run in display network. It can also run in different networks, which can include YouTube and other networks. So I would not recommend you to run performance max campaigns if you want to get high quality phone calls. So what might be the solution? So if you want to get real phone calls and you shouldn't do those mistakes, what should you do to increase the quality of your phone calls? The solution would be run only Google search ads. Google search ads can attract high quality phone calls. If you run Google search ads correctly, people can see them on Google search, and people who is actively looking for your services can click on your ad, and they can either directly call from your ads, or they can go to your website and call to your website directly from your landing pages. And if you follow all of those tips, the quality of the phone calls you're getting should be much higher than before, and the rate of spam phone calls you're getting should be less than 10%, if not less than 5%. So that's how you can avoid getting spam phone calls with Google Ads. So guys, again, if you want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls in Google Ads by including two strategies, you can click the link in the description below, and I'll send that video of how I did that right away. Or if you want some help with your Google Ads and want to get phone calls with Google Ads, you can also let me know. And thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.